of age range and what was going on around the time, like for you to like have that feeling of starting Guap, or like just have that push to do something bigger than yourself?
I feel like some people are born with hustle, if I'm being honest. I feel like everyone has ideas and stuff, but some people just have an innate spirit to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm one of those people.
Okay.
I don't know what the turning point was. I don't know why I'm like this.
Yeah.
But I've always been curious, and I've always acted on that curiosity.
Yeah.
So I don't have the answer to why.
Okay.
I just know when I have that feeling.
Yeah, you just kind of had that pathway kind of.
Yeah, I just go for it. And if I don't know how to I don't know how to do it, I find out how to do it. Like I don't give life the responsibility on my life. I give myself responsibility on my life. You know what I mean? Like if I have a vision, I feel like I can make it happen. Like I'm not putting the blame on anyone else. I'm not putting my blame on anything else. It's on me to make it happen. So I think just having that mindset has allowed me to just do. And I think that maybe that comes from some of the things that have happened to me in life.
Okay.
And the accumulation of things that just make it like, this is just like the knock-on effect of it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't pinpoint one moment. Do you know what I mean?
So I guess like around, because you were saying like from 11 to 21 you were doing the music. So around that age, like I'll say like most people will be like, oh, like when you're that age they'll be like in uni or like trying to go into like a 9 to 5. Like would you say you ever thought you were going to go down that path, or were you just always straight on the pathway that you're on now?
No, like I always knew education was going to be my backup.
Yeah.
So I went to uni.
Okay.
I studied accounting and finance.
Okay,
I graduated.
Oh, dope.
Kind of thing, yeah.
Okay.
But in my final year of uni, that's when Guap came about.
Okay.
And I always, like, if you ask anyone that was in my accounting class, they would tell you that I told them that I'm gonna do Guap.
Yes,
do you know? Yeah. They would tell you that I was told them I was gonna do Guap. So in my final year of uni was the backup.
I see.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I've always known I was gonna do something.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it was gonna be, but I always knew I was gonna do something. So like, and at any point in my life, when I've said I am this, somehow I make everyone believe I am this.
Okay.
And I think that's because of the work. Do you know what I mean? So like when I was younger and I was doing music, most of the ends knew Icon for music. Like they knew that. Do you know what I'm saying? When I changed to Ibrahim and I done Entrepreneurship, everyone knows me.
Knows you for that,
Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, just do it. I think that's
I think what you said, that's key there. I feel like, as you said, innit, like sometimes like when you're starting something, like most people just don't believe it or don't take it serious. But it's like, I feel like it's when they see, like, I call them like, I've got this thing where I call people like 100%ers. So someone like Kobe is like 100%er. Someone like Messi, 100%er. 50 Cent, 100%er. Where it's like, when they're doing this, it's like they're just gonna put their all in it. So it's like, it's very unlikely that they won't succeed, basically. So like, similar to what you were saying, it's probably the fact that they saw you putting your 100% in, so they're like, I might as well just jump on, kind of thing.
That's the thing. I feel like people ain't gotta like your stuff.
Yeah.
But it's hard for people to not like hustle or respect hustle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I might not like what you're doing. Yeah. But if I see you're actually proper trying, I respect it. I respect the grind. And if you don't respect grind, you're just a hater.
Yeah, man.
You're just a hater, because
true.
I don't need you to like my music. I don't need you to like my inspirations. I don't need you to like any of it.
Yeah.
But you can't see it and be like, oh, raw, what's he like?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, nah.
People will,
Yeah, people
even
are
if they hate it, that's a form of respect.
Do you
in
get what
a
I'm
way.
saying? It's
Yeah.
like, nah, he's always on my feed. He's always like, you see it. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think the aim is to just get people to respect the grind, innit?
Yeah.
And you have to start that. You get me?
Okay. And would you say, did you ever have like that thing? Because I think what stops a lot of people is like they have that thing where it's like they're kind of like nervous or like think about like what other people think. Would you say you ever had that, or were you just always like, I'm doing this and like whatever people feel or think is their kind of opinion?
Yeah, it's their opinion. Because you know what it is? I've always known what I think about myself is what matters the most. Because if I think I'm sick, I'm going to move like I'm sick.
Yeah.
If I think I'm rubbish, if I think I'm dead, I'm going to move like I'm dead. Do you get what I'm saying? If someone else thinks I'm sick, that's nice, but it's not going to have a mad effect on me. How you think about yourself is the most important thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know where that comes from, but I've always known that. Do you know what I'm saying? I think when you're younger, I feel like what people say and all of that kind of stuff has a little bit more effect on you.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Just because of like where we grew up from and the ends we're from and all that kind of stuff. But as you get older, it's like, especially if you've done you for a period of time and it's worked.
Yeah.
Why would I start caring about?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? With what I'm doing right now, with like, I've built a business for 10 years. I run probably one of the biggest black-owned magazines in the UK. Yeah. Not even probably. There's no other black-owned magazine in the UK of our size, yeah. Facts. But then I've done that, but then I'm saying I'm doing music. Most people tell you that's rubbish. Like, what you did? Because we ain't had that. We ain't had a magazine owner or media platform owner turn to music.
Switch,
do you get what I'm saying? Most people tell me, "Oh, why are you doing that?" Oh, blah blah blah. But it's like, I know I can do. The same level, I know I can do that. Yeah. I know I can do the music.
And if it's, as you said, if it's working, it's like, what can you say?
Yeah, what can you say? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's my thought process, man.
Okay, and then obviously I know you guys started the Guap Gala a couple years ago. So like, what was the kind of thinking behind that? Would you say?
Yeah, with the gala, we wanted to make something. We realized that a lot of the award ceremonies in the culture were just like predominantly like music based.
Yeah.
And we're a magazine for creatives, and we realized there isn't a award show for creatives and done in a creative way. And especially when we look at the other award ceremonies, a lot of the time when they invite people or people are there, it's usually just like bait people and influencers and stuff. I'm not saying we don't have those people there, but there's the creative community as well. And there's a lot of creators that won't get invited to those kind of shows. So yeah, we just wanted to make something that's for the actual creatives that make culture, not just the mainstream ones, but just have something where they're all celebrated, from the photographers to the stylists to the actor, just everyone. So that was the main aim of the gala.
No, that's dope. And I think actually like the last time we probably, because so I used to do the events at Peckham Levels.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I remember we met them maybe in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, you were like managing artists. And I interviewed one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say, do you still have like interest in those areas, or you just more focus on like Guap and like the inspirational stuff and the music?
No, I still work with one artist, but I wouldn't manage other artists.
Okay.
Because right now I'm managing my own career. Okay. Right now, so I feel like it would be a disservice for me to like take on someone else's career. And I think because I'm such a DIY go-getter, that's the type of work ethic I need an artist to have.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah.
And a lot of artists don't have it. If I'm being honest, like a lot of artists aren't business oriented.
Yeah.
They're just artists. But a lot of them ain't like on it like that. A lot of artists say they want it, but ain't willing to like really do what's necessary. So I feel like I know I can't instill that into someone. You either have it or you don't.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not in the process of like Baby and
Yeah.
anyone right now, but
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
as
yeah.
I'm trying to build my own thing. Yeah.
No, that's facts. And I think like when you look at the whole like black music and like the UK, like it's, I don't know if people have a different opinion, but I think it's in a bit of a lull at the moment.
Mhm.
Like obviously I feel like probably around when you guys started, like you had guys like Novelist, Stormzy, you had the whole like resurgence of grime.
Yeah.
Then later you had like Huss and like those kind of people, and then Dave kind of later. But I guess there's people coming through now, but I guess it's a bit different, I'd say.
Yeah, it's definitely very different. It's very different. I feel like there's the few like key people, but I guess in every generation there's the few key people.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the generation before us will tell us that it's different. Or
No,
so,
yeah, that's the thing. They're always like, oh, what's this new stuff?
So I feel like there's always going to be new versions of what music looks like to the masses. I think we're just in a different era right now.